Start with the exterior. Walk around the car. Check the panels for dents and scratches. Check headlamps and indicator lenses. Look at the wheels and tyres and make sure they match and they're all legal. It's useful to start with a checklist. That's going to help you record all the vehicle details. But above all, take your time. When you move inside the car, check for signs of wear. Does it look like it's covered the indicated mileage? Shiny plastics, mirror-like steering wheels and worn gear knobs and pedal rubbers may suggest 120,000 miles and not the 20,000 miles shown on the clock. A saggy driver's seat may also suggest some heavy usage. Be very wary of any damage to seatbelts. Do they return properly? Are they worn or broken? And check that everything works, including the stereo, the air conditioning, lights, electrics. Everything you can touch needs to be checked. Then, with the bonnet open and the windows down, start the engine. You'll hear for knocks and rattles in the first couple of seconds before it gets warm. And check that the oil pressure light goes out almost immediately, and that the ABS and airbag lights also go out, if of course they're fitted. Check around the back of the car for smoke from the exhaust when you rev it. If it's white, it's okay, but blue smoke is burning oil. With the engine running, turn the steering from lock to lock to check for any play or knocks in the system. With the engine still running, it's time to go under the bonnet. Check carefully for any signs of oil or water leaks and look at the driveway where the car's normally parked for evidence of old oil stains. But if the engine bay looks too clean, be a little suspicious. They may have cleaned it up to hide some oil or water leaks, or it could indicate the car's been subject to a major front-end repair. Make a note of the engine and chassis number. You should check these against the registration document later on. Be very suspicious if either number has been tampered with or removed. This is a classic sign of car cloning. You could be looking at a stolen car. If in doubt, report your suspicions to the police. One area that many buyers forget to check is in the boot. The spare wheel and tyre should be undamaged and correctly inflated. All the tools should be present and the jack should work. Also, check around the boot seals. Many cars have rear end shunts and new or damaged seals can act as a clue. If everything looks okay, then it's time to take the car out for a test drive. I never buy a car without driving it first. If the vendor is unwilling to let you drive because of insurance, then respect the fact and let them drive you. But if you do decide to buy the car, arrange your insurance cover so that you can drive it before you hand over the balance of the cash. Slipping clutches should be easy to spot. Stick it in a high gear, give it plenty of revs, and it should stall when you pull away. If it doesn't, it's riding the clutch, and that means a new one. If a car wanders on a straight road, it could indicate serious, possibly dangerous suspension damage. Also beware if the car lunges towards the curb under heavy braking. Brakes should be firm, not make any undue noises, and not judder when applied heavily. Beware of any vibrations through the steering wheel too, and make sure the handbrake works. Suspension should be quiet with no knocks or rattles. Any noises can indicate warm suspension arms, shot wheel bearings or CV joints, and none of these are cheap to fix. Listen to the engine when it's warm for odd knocks and clatters. If it doesn't sound right, it probably isn't. Rumbles under acceleration, especially up hills, can suggest major engine wear. Don't be afraid to point out any faults you think you've discovered. The chances are the seller already knows about them. They could even be the reason they're selling the car in the first place.